Mark Kerr is trending again. The untold chapters behind the Smashing Machine story. Mark Kerr is trending again, and most people think they know why. They hear The Rock is playing him in the Smashing Machine. They see the movie hype, they see the memes, they see the headlines about the darkest fighter story ever. But here's the truth. Almost nobody is talking about the most important part of Mark Kerr's life. The chapter after the documentary, the chapter after the chaos, the chapter the internet never watched. Because Mark Kerr isn't just a tragic sports story. He may be one of the most misunderstood legends in MMA history. So stay until the end of this video, because the final section reveals the missing chapter that changes everything about how you see Mark Kerr today. Before we dive in, comment right now. Do you think Mark Kerr's story is more of a tragedy or a redemption story? And if you love deep celebrity plus sports drama documentaries like this, like and subscribe for daily viral deep dives. Why Mark Kerr is trending right now? So why is Mark Kerr suddenly everywhere again? It's the perfect storm. 1. A major Hollywood film, The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, is reintroducing Kerr to mainstream audiences. 2. MMA fans are revisiting the legendary HBO documentary that exposed his darkest struggles. 3. And the UFC has officially recognized Mark Kerr as a Hall of Fame Pioneer Wing inductee, a huge legacy moment. So suddenly the world is asking, who is Mark Kerr really? Is he just the fighter from a tragedy documentary? Or is there more to this story? Much more. Because Mark Kerr's rise was not normal. It was brutal. The era that created the Smashing Machine. To understand Mark Kerr, you have to understand early MMA. This wasn't the UFC we know today. There were no big contracts, no fighter wellness programs, no polished media training. Early MMA was chaos. And Mark Kerr entered that chaos like a wrecking ball. He was an elite wrestler, explosive, terrifying. He didn't just win, he dominated. Fans started calling him the Smashing Machine, and for a while it felt like nothing could stop him. But what nobody saw was the cost, because the man smashing everyone was quietly being smashed by his own life. What the documentary showed in 2002, HBO released a documentary that changed how people viewed fighters forever. The Smashing Machine, the life and times of extreme fighter Mark Kerr. And it wasn't heroic. It was raw. It showed addiction, painkiller dependence, mental breakdowns, relationship instability, emotional collapse behind the scenes. It was one of the first times the world saw that being a fighter isn't just violence, it's vulnerability. And for many viewers, Mark Kerr became a symbol of the sport's darkest side. But here's the market gap. Most videos end the story right there. They treat Mark Kerr like a frozen tragedy. But that's not where the real story ends, because the most important years came after the cameras stopped rolling. The missing chapter. No one talks about. Here's what most creators are missing. Mark Kerr didn't disappear. He lived through the aftermath. He had to wake up every day knowing the world had watched his lowest moments. Imagine that. Your worst pain becomes entertainment. And while the internet now debates him again because of a movie, Mark Kerr himself has reflected on what that era meant. He has spoken about regret, trauma, recovery, the long road after fame. This is what makes his story different from a simple rise and fall. Mark Kerr is a story about what happens after the fall, and that's the part Hollywood rarely shows. Comment prompt comment below. Do you think documentaries help people understand suffering, or do they turn real pain into content? Movie versus real life. What Hollywood will change? Now we have the Smashing Machine film, and let's be clear. A biopic is not a documentary. Hollywood compresses timelines. It dramatizes relationships. It chooses a narrative. And when The Rock plays Mark Kerr, millions will meet Kerr for the first time through an actor. So the question becomes, will audiences see Mark Kerr as a legend? A warning? A broken man? A survivor? The movie will shape public perception, but this video, gives the deeper truth. Not a character, a human being.